Hi, good morning. This is Sirisha Varma from Branding by Pixels, and today is Tuesday. Tuesday, we generally cover a digital marketing topic or a marketing topic here in our channel, Digital Marketing for Business Owners. Today's topic is a very interesting topic because we are in December and end of the year, we generally create goals for the next year. These are the top 20 business ideas for 2022 regarding professions which are still very much in demand. And these ideas don't specifically require too much of an investment from your side. And it is okay if you don't have too many skills as well. You could still work on these specific business ideas and make a good enough, decent income for yourself as a side hustle. So let us get into it. Because these are 20 tips and I am also adding a bonus at the end, this might be a bigger or a longer video. So I would urge you to stay until the end of this video to see what those 20 tips are along with the bonus ideas and decide for yourself what you're going to work on. So let us get into it. The first one is translator. As you can see, many big brands and companies are creating a lot of content and putting it out on platforms like social media, YouTube, etc. But to make the content easy for people to understand, they are also going regional. So when they create content, they're just not looking at talking to English speaking audience, but they would also love to reach out to people who only speak regional languages. So if you are a person who knows more than one language, specifically regional languages here in India like Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, Hindi, then you can start this business on your own. You can get the English version of the content that the brands or companies are creating, and then you can translate it into regional languages. Specifically, if you know Hindi, Telugu, Tamil, Malayalam, you will be in higher demand. You could get these kind of assignments by reaching out directly to companies, or you could also update your profile in Fiverr. Fiverr, Fiverr, for those of you who don't know, is the place wherein freelancers go update their profiles and get work not just from India but across the world as well. So you could also go ahead and reach out to companies who might be in other countries who want to reach to specifically Indian audience and then get works from there. The business idea number 2 that we are going to talk about today is app tester. If you want to become an app tester, there is nothing much that you need but a smartphone and an internet connection. Mostly companies are building a variety of apps in today's world. You know, everything happens in the digital world mostly through apps, but these companies are also looking at getting these apps tested on various mobile devices. It could be different versions of mobile devices. It could be different companies or different OS that they are looking to get it tested. So what you have to do is you could reach out to app companies, or you could also create a profile on Fiverr as I mentioned in point number 1, and create a profile for yourself. You need, if you are seriously looking at this as a career or as a good income source for you, then what you need to do is probably you could have 2 different phones pertaining to 2 different OS. One could be your Apple phone and the other one can be your Android phone. That way you can test the app on both the phones. Companies will generally pay you depending on the time it is taking, depending on the features that they want you to test. Sometimes you might have to download the app directly onto your mobile phone, probably pay for it, but then the company will reimburse that amount back to you. So this idea also does not need too much of a skill from your side. You just need an active mobile phone and an internet connection. Business number 3 is to write product reviews. There are a lot of companies who are very active in the e-commerce space. They are using platforms like Amazon, Flipkart, Etsy, etc. to sell their products. These kind of companies are actually looking for people to review their products because product reviews is one of the surest ways to get credibility in this mass market of e-commerce products. And they're specifically looking for people who can probably get their product and write reviews on it. So if you are one of those people who really loves buying new products or really loves looking at product, comparing it with the other products that are there in that space and then writing reviews, then you will be a hot cake. But to write the reviews, you need to have an honest voice. You cannot just write the review because the company is paying you, but you need to be honest, and you should also, before you take the contract, tell the company that you will be honest. So you need to be open with the company and you need to tell them that your reviews would be honest depending on how you found the product rather than a very crafted one, because people are really smart and they will understand that this is a crafted review and the company or the brand that is paying you that amount will not get much of a traction. That is something that you need to remember for this. Point number 4 is your own blog. There have been many people in the YouTube channels who specifically talk about creating your own blog and then monetizing it. This is one of those ideas that takes a lot of time. It is not that easy that you create your own blog today. Given that WordPress is free, you could create a blog today within seconds. But just because you have created a blog today, you cannot monetize it immediately tomorrow. There are a lot of factors in this specific business idea. There is a lot of time that you need to invest before you build up your blog so that it can have recurring audience. Of course, there are other caveats before Google AdSense can be approved for your specific blog. Google does not specifically tell us what are the different conditions for it to make sure that your blog is AdSense approved. You have to test it depending on your audience, depending on the number of page views, depending on the content. But certain parameters that you need to keep in mind to make sure that your blog can be monetized using Google AdSense is you should be 18 plus years of age. You should only create original content. If you keep copying from somebody else's blog and just paste it in your blog and then try to create it as an original blog, and if you opt for Google AdSense, you will be rejected. It is as simple as that. You need to create your own version of the events that are happening. Apart from that, you need to keep getting consistent page views and you will be paid depending on the category of blog that you have created. So many people generally talk about this cool aspect of creating your own blog, monetizing it, and voila, at the end of the day, the money will just fall on you. But that is not how it works. Before you create any blog, of course, there are two important things that you need to keep in mind. Number one is, what is your interest in that topic? If you are really interested in that topic, then it will be very easy for you to create original content because you can put up your specific thoughts into it, your specific explanation into it, and it will be very easy for you. Point number 2 is, what is the category of blog that you need to create? Of course, it also depends on point number 1, but the blog payment will be dependent on the kind of category that you are working on. Did you know that? It also depends on the audience and the different countries that can read that specific blog. So for example, if you're creating a blog which is very specific to India, for example, you're talking about Indian recipes or probably Indian traditions, then this may be of very little interest for people who are outside of India. English is the most spoken language. So people who are not Indians residing in other countries may not find this blog very interesting, or they may not read this blog for times to come. So in that case, depending on the topic, depending on the category, depending on the audience that is coming onto the blog, Google will pay you separately for each of the views that you are getting on your blog. I am also putting up a link in the description below wherein you can go ahead and check how much Google AdSense can pay you depending on the category and depending on the region that you are going to target using your blog. Use that as a guide so that you can decide what topic you want, which specific category that topic will fall on, and how much revenue can you expect. But remember, this is not something that can be done overnight. Other services like being a translator or becoming an app tester can be done overnight because it does not need too much of a skill. But writing a blog and consistently maintaining is something that needs a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of focus. So this is, of course, a project for the next 1 year. So keep that in mind before you start on this business idea. Business idea number 5 is social media channels. Did you know that you could also monetize the content that you're putting up on social media channels? Of course, the content needs to be original, something that you have created by yourself. You cannot just remove a movie clip, put it on your social media platforms, and then monetize it. But if you are creating original content and if you have lots of views and more than 6 lakh total minutes of watch on your specific videos, you could actually monetize your content. For example, let us say you have a lot of following on Facebook and you have a page wherein you are talking about the products that you are creating, or you're doing product reviews on that specific page, and you have more than 6 lakh views for the last 60 days, then you can definitely monetize your content. You can run those in-stream ads. In-stream ads in the sense, whenever you are running a YouTube, for example, this video you're watching on YouTube, you find an advertisement in between the video running, right? So that is an in-stream ad. You can do the same with your Facebook videos as well. But for that, like I said, there are different caveats. I will also put up a link below in the description regarding where you can check out the different conditions that Facebook has before you can monetize your videos on Facebook. But of course, you need to be 18 plus years of age, and your videos need to have at least a watch time of 6 lakh total minutes in the past 60 days, that is in the past 2 months that is out there. Now, apart from that, of course, you can also do influencer marketing on your Instagram. Let us say you are a person who has a lot of followers on Instagram. You could also monetize the specific profile by participating in influencer marketing. The way to do it is you can reach out to brands that are out there. You can reach out to companies and you can tell them, this is the followership that I have on my Instagram profile. These are the kind of audience that I have. This is my engagement rate. And depending on that, you could actually run influencer campaigns, get paid to showcase different products or different services out there to your specific audience. I have also created a video on influencer marketing. I will cue this up in the video here. You could also check out that specific video regarding how influencer marketing works. Now, business idea number 6 is online courses. See, this has been a booming segment since the pandemic has happened. It is expected to be more than 1 billion industry going forward. And most of us also consume a lot of courses on the internet. For example, I also keep updating myself, reading myself on the internet as well. So you must be doing it as well. So if you have a specific skill, why not put it out on the internet and then start generating revenues out of it? It could be skills regarding how to prepare specific South Indian dishes. It could be skills regarding how to maintain your garden, or it could be skills regarding how to beautify your home. It could be skills regarding how to, package different things, like it could be gift options, etc. So if that is something that you can do very well, you could always create a course around it and sell it on specifically YouTube or other platforms like you have Teachable, you have Coursera, you have Skillshare, etc. So it is very easy for you to create a course and then sell it. You could also create your own website on WordPress and start selling it as well. If that is of interest to you, leave comments in the comment section, and if I get 10 people asking for how do I create a course by myself and sell it on my own website for free, I would do a full-fledged video regarding how you could create a specific website on putting your courses out there and start selling it. Now, business idea number 7 is consulting services. If you have been working in a specific business domain, then you have already accumulated some experience in how to handle that specific domain. One of the aspects is, of course, let us say you have created a lot of followers on your social media channels. You could also do consulting services for big companies. Remember, a consultant charges per hour. So you will be making much more money than you will be making working in that specific company. So depending on your experience level, depending on the kind of knowledge that you have in that specific domain, you could become a consultant and start working with different small companies. So for example, let us say you have been working in a big company on systems. You could also become a consultant for small business owners and tell them how they could create systems in their own business and implement those for their own specific small business. It is a much sought after skill or expertise by many small business owners. So if you have that requisite experience, then you can always think about it. Or if you know of somebody who has retired working in that specific domain for years to come, it could be your parents, it could be your neighbors, it could be an aunt or an uncle or an extended family relative. You could also suggest that they become a consultant and you could do the marketing for them, and they could just work as a consultant for some company and get paid by the hour. Business tip number 8 is pet caring. Now you must have seen during the pandemic, many people have felt lonely because they were not allowed to go out of their homes. They were not allowed to meet their friends. And that is where the pet industry has boomed. Of course, you can understand that pets give a lot of love and they are also cure to loneliness. But having a pet is not easy. It is just like raising another child. It is a full-time job. You have to be always there for your pet. You should take him or her on walks. You should make sure that they are eating right. And if they fall sick, then you are the one who is responsible. You cannot even leave home because most of the even if you want to go on a vacation, most of the hotels or the hospitality industry does not allow your pet to travel along with you. So in that case, you need somebody to take care of your pet. Even if it is on a daily basis or once in a while basis, pets caring is a booming industry. And if you are somebody who's very good with dogs or cats or any furry friend, then you could definitely start a business with this idea of caring for pets. You just need a small space and of course a few toys so that you can take care of the pet. And you could start talking about this in your neighborhood Facebook groups. You could put up posters in your neighborhood. You could also tell all your neighbors or friends or relatives, and they could spread the word regarding your specific business. Tip number 9 is reseller on Amazon. Reseller on Amazon does not mean that of course, this business needs a little investment. It is not a zero investment kind of business idea. But what you could do is you could get products from your neighboring stores or something that is available in your region and start selling it on Amazon. But remember, Amazon is a very, very competitive space. So until and unless there is something unique about your product, it will be very difficult for you to make money out of this business. But let us say specifically you come from regions and you want to only sell those niche products, then definitely this is a business idea for you. Of course, you might have to invest a little bit of money upfront to become a reseller on Amazon. But what you could do is you could go talk to your stores, neighborhood stores, and then tell them, rather than the stock getting piled in your store here, allow me to market and sell that on Amazon. And once the order comes through, I will pay you for the amount. And you could add a small commission on the price and then sell the product on Amazon. As long as you know what you want to do, you can convince the other person, you can become a reseller on Amazon without investing too much of money. Business idea number 10 is affiliate marketing. Of course, there have been many gurus who have talked about blogs, who have talked about affiliate marketing, but becoming an affiliate marketer is again not an easy task. Before you can become an affiliate marketer, you need to understand what affiliate marketing is all about. Affiliate marketing, for example, is you selling products of others or services of other companies, just talking about it to your audiences. it is similar to influencer marketing. For example, let us say I'm the manufacturer of this pen, and I want to look at partners who can sell it on my behalf, and you have a large number of followers on social media. So what I can do is I will tell you, this is the URL of this pen. I will give you a percentage if you sell it to your audience. That way, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reach much more scale by offering you a commission to sell my product or service on my behalf. And that is what affiliate marketing does. But to become an affiliate marketer, you need to have a large number of audience who is ready to listen to what you have to say. And of course, in that large number of audience, at least a small bit of them should go ahead and buy that specific product or service, because you will not get paid just because you're talking about the product. You will only get paid once somebody buys that specific product or service, and that you will be paid a small commission on each sale that is being brought by you. And that is how affiliate marketing works. If you can become an affiliate marketer by putting up links on your social media platforms or on YouTube. But apart from that, you could also create a blog. If you already have a blog which has a lot of recurring audiences, then you could put up your different affiliate links in that blog and make sure that that the word reaches out to many more people and they're able to buy from you. But you need to have this audience. If you don't have the audience, and if you're trying to become a successful affiliate marketer at this point of time, then trust me, it is at least a 2-year-old journey for you. Until and unless you work consistently towards building an audience, you will not become a successful affiliate marketer. So it is not just as easy as many of the gurus talk about. So think about it before you start that business idea. Business idea number 11 is private tutoring for school-going kids. As you know, because of the pandemic, many kids have stayed at home. They have taken Zoom classes, but it is questionable regarding how many of these kids actually understood the classes that they have taken. And that is where private tutoring has seen a boom. If you are really good at math, science, chemistry, etc., biology, etc., as a kid in your school, then you could definitely cover this curriculum to other school-going kids today. What you could do is you could actually create private classes in the basement of your house, or you could also do some online classes by yourself. As long as people know that you are very good at maths, science, chemistry, biology, whatever the subject is, they will be willing to send their children to you. And this is a very good pastime. You can also make a lot of money if you can take this online. Again, this is something that you can start with zero investment, just by the skill that you have by yourself. Now, business idea number 12 is tiffin service. Tiffin service, in the sense, as you know, most of us sitting at home during the pandemic are tired of cooking. Now that we have to go to office, now that we have to work more because we have to cover for all the holiday that we have done in the pandemic situation, and cooking is something that you have to do 3 times a day until you die, right? So many people are actually looking at tiffin services. That is something, if that interests you, if you love cooking, or if you know somebody who does a very good job at cooking, then you could definitely start the service of tiffin. What you could do is, rather than create a profile of yourself on Swiggy or Zomato, which takes around 30% commission fee, you could actually tie up with a local courier fellow, or you could also do work with Rapido or Swiggy Genie, and then you could send this tiffin to that particular customer, wherein the customer will pay for the package to be delivered to them, rather than you working on Swiggy and Zomato and then giving them 30% of your commission fees. But before you can do that, you need to have an audience again here. You could actually put up the different details of your tiffin service in the Facebook groups, because Facebook groups definitely for cooking or recipe are very, very active groups. So you could put all your information out there, get some orders from there with zero cost, and then start delivering them the tiffin service. Business tip number 13 is build websites. If you have any technical knowledge. Even without technical knowledge, in today's world, you can start building websites. As long as you know how to reach small business owners or people who don't have websites, and try to convince them that they need to have a website to get onto this digital boom that is happening, you can actually start building websites on platforms like Wix, Squarespace, Shopify, etc. Of course, this needs a little bit of skill because you need to know how the design elements work. You need to know where to put CTAs, what is the different kind of content that needs to be put out there. So the audience is gripped and stays on the website. But if you can learn all of those things, you can learn copywriting, you can learn the different design elements, these platforms, you could build a website overnight as well. As long as you are focused on that specific goal, you could start building websites and start earning a decent money on the site. You could also reach out to people across the world to build their websites for a minimal fee, because many of the small business owners are trying to go online because of the effects that they have seen in the pandemic. So you could build websites for clients across the world for a minimal fee and still make a lot of money. Business idea number 14 is social media manager. You could become a social media manager for a specific brand, or you could create a social media agency as well. The important thing here is to maintain or to create a social media agency is that you need to know how different social media platforms work, because each of the social media platforms, be it Facebook, be it Instagram, be it LinkedIn, be it Twitter, works on a different kind of algorithm and a different kind of logic. So you need to know how each content piece works on each separate platform. That is when you can actually make it efficient for your clients to put out their content and get much more audience on the social media platform. So if you have that kind of knowledge, you can definitely become a social media manager, or you can start an agency on social media management and reach out to other clients across the world also to manage their presence on social media. Business tip number 15 is to become a stock photographer. Many people actually love taking a lot of images. They are very good regarding taking photography, even on their specific mobile phones. So nowadays, it seems the camera on your iPhone is much more potent than a DSLR camera. So you could just start shooting using your mobile device, create a list of images across different categories, and you could actually upload those on websites like Pexels or Pixabay and then start selling your images. There would be people like me who create a lot of content on YouTube who would want a specific image to depict whatever they are trying to talk about. So for example, now I'm talking about stock photographer, so I might be using a stock photographer's image here. So to do that, I need to have access to those images, and that is where I go to Pexels or Pixabay, buy those images and then use them on my specific video. So you could actually sell these to different creators. You could also reach out to them one by one on YouTube or social media, or you could also upload all your work on these platform Pexels, Pixabay, and then the platform by itself will start marketing your images, and whenever somebody buys that image, you will be receiving a portion of the sale. That is how you can also make good enough money on the site. Now, business idea number 16 is to become a real estate agent. Specifically in Hyderabad, real estate is booming sector. So there have been a lot of places that have opened up. It could be plots, it could be villas, it could be apartments that are coming up. So there are a lot of real estate companies who are looking for people who can sell these flats, who can sell these villas, etc. I've also created a video on the top 20 tips for marketing your real estate agency. I'll queue it up here. You could actually go ahead and watch that video regarding how to market the different properties if you are going to become a real estate agent. But becoming a real estate agent is a very, very lucrative business, because you will be because of the high ticket sale of real estate, you will be making good enough money so that you could also quit your job and do this full time. So if that is of interest to you, if you are very good with geography, if you can reach out to real estate companies, you could also become a real estate agent instantly. Specifically in India, we don't have any certifications that you need to do to become a real estate agent. So this is something, if this is interesting to you, then you could definitely start on this path as well. Business idea number 17 is antique business. Of course, most of us have many antique pieces lying around our house. It might be coming from your grandparents. It might be something which is just lying around in the house and you don't know what to do with those, right? So rather than just let them be, you could actually create an antique business. You could sell them on websites like Etsy, eBay, etc., or you could also sell them on your specific Facebook page by using them on marketplace. So if you don't know how to sell on Facebook marketplace, which takes zero commissions, I have also created a video which through which I have shown live demo of how to create products on Facebook marketplace and then start selling your products. You could also go ahead and watch that video. So antiques business is something that you could start with the things that are lying around in your house, or specifically there will be places in each city where there will be vendors who are selling these antique places. Specifically in Hyderabad, you can go to Old City, buy some of the antique pieces there, like they have gramophones, telescopes, etc. Get those for lower prices and then sell them on websites like Etsy or eBay for higher amount. So that is also something that you could do. Of course, a little bit of investment is needed from your side, and you need to know how to market your products on these platforms or create your own website and sell them as well. Business idea number 18 is daycare services. With the pandemic situation completely over and people going to offices, it is definite need of the hour that somebody can take care of the kids. And of course, daycare is the answer to many of the couples' dilemmas, because if both of the both people in couples are working, then they need somebody to take care of the kids, and that is where you could start a daycare service. You don't need a bigger space. You could actually start doing it in your own apartment, as long as you are good with kids, as long as you can get a help to clean them, to cook for them, and to take care of them. You could start this business with lower investments as well. But of course, it should be of interest to you, because taking care of kids is not an easy thing to do. So if you are really interested in kids, you could go ahead and start this business. Business idea number 19 is astrology services. Astrology services, because of the pandemic, because of the effect that it has had on people, businesses, health, families, etc., this is a need of the hour. Many people are actually looking out to honest astrologers, people who can advise them regarding the different aspects of life, and this is an ever-growing business. Many people, before they do something also, they generally have a guru that they go to get a fixed date or to get a fixed time when they can start that new thing. So astrology is definitely a booming service. If you are interested in how the stars work, if you are a people person who can gather a bigger audience, if you're somebody who can add a lot of value and who are honest, remember the keyword here being honest, because there are a lot of dubious gurus here in this specific space. But if you are honest, people will keep coming back to you, because remember, people are smart. They are not dumb. You cannot just sell to everybody all the time. You cannot just fool everybody. So if you are honest, if you want to do good by the people, then this business idea is a must for you. Now, business idea number 20 is domain flipping. Again, this is not a business which is new. There have been many people who have been doing this over the period of time. Domain flipping is something wherein you buy an interesting domain. For example, let us say itsnuts.com or something like that. And then once they buy the domain, they hold the domain until somebody comes along and says, I want to buy that domain. And that is when they generally buy these domains at lower values, and then they wait. It is just like stock trading, I could say. So you buy the stock at a lower price, you wait until its price increases, and then you sell it, thus making a nice little profit. So that is what many people do as well, and it is called as domain flipping. You could also keep going to all these platforms like GoDaddy, etc. Look for the domains that are very interesting, buy them at a cheaper price, and then put it out on GoDaddy that you are willing to sell this domain, and people will come and buy it if they are planning to create a business around it. Now, as I told you, there are two other bonus businesses that I would like to discuss here. This is a bonus for you to staying until this end of the video. So, business idea number 21. I'm sorry, 21 is affiliate marketing. Again, affiliate marketing is something that we have discussed in point number 10, but I would like to talk more about affiliate marketing specifically because this is not a simple thing. You could earn a lot of money on affiliate marketing if you can also create products or services around this. For example, in my case, because I run a digital marketing agency, I use so many tools in my day-to-day business. It could be Shopify, it could be Squarespace, it could be Wix platforms, etc. And I could make a neat little amount on the side by doing affiliate marketing. So if you could actually create a business or a product or services around the affiliates that you are working with, you can make much more money. So this was an idea that I also wanted to discuss at the end of the video. And business idea number 22 is print on demand. There have been a lot of information on print on demand. What you could do is, if you are a designer, you could create a nice little design. You could upload it on platforms like Printful, wherein you will only upload the soft copy of your design, and when they get an order, this design will be printed on your t-shirts, it could be on your mobile cases, it could be on your mugs, etc. And then people will be shipped that product, and because that design is yours, they will also pay you a commission or a part of the sale that they have got from the people. So this is also a very cool idea. If you are a creator, if you want to make money just by creating art and uploading it, you don't have any hassle of printing it or shipping it. Printful will take care of everything. And there are other print on demand platforms as well that you could just Google search, and you can just upload your art on all these different platforms, and once a sale happens, you don't even have to market it. The platform will do everything for you. You just need to come up with new creative designs and keep uploading it on the platforms. Once the sale happens, they will pay you a part of the sale or the commission. So I hope you found this content interesting. If you like the content that I'm trying to create, please do subscribe to my channel and smash on that like button. If you want me to cover any specific topic in digital marketing, you can leave that in the comment section below. I will take it up whenever I'm talking about that specific topic. This is Sirisha Varma, founder chief strategist at Branding by Pixels, a business strategy design and digital marketing company coming live to you from India. I am leaving all my details in the description. You could also go ahead and check all the videos that I talked about. You could read more about how Google AdSense works, how Facebook monetization actually works. I have put all the links again in the description. You could go ahead and check those out as well. Please do take care. I will see you again this Thursday with a business case study video. Bye-bye.